With cryptocurrency prices rising once again, we have got some very good news out there for Ripple's XRP. Now, I'm not going to jump into the details of all of these articles, but I do want to highlight two of them in this video, and that's the fact that Vivo Power is committing $100 million. Guys, you know, just imagine being able to move $100 million around. $100 million in XRP for Flare Network to earn yield on the treasury. $100 million in XRP commitment. Now, that is big. Also, the SEC is in talks to approve XRP, Solana, and Dogecoin ETFs in 2025. We're going to talk about utility tokens in this video. We're going to be talking about prices, and if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now, as you can see, we've got a lot of very good articles. Now, XRP ETF talks, we've discussed that a lot on this channel, and I know you guys have seen countless videos discussing XRP ETFs. So I'm not going to jump into that article here, but I do want to say that if XRP gets a spot ETF, what ends up happening is anybody that buys into that spot ETF, the ETF maker, whether it be BlackRock or Vanguard or whoever, the ETF maker has to go out there and they have to buy that amount of XRP. So if you go buy $100 worth of the ETF, they should go collateralize that with $100 worth of XRP. And that's the difference between a derivatives ETF and a spot ETF. So this could lead to a lot of demand and a lot of buying pressure for XRP. But I want to jump into this one for just a brief second and take away some of the highlights from it, right? It says Vivo Power has committed $100 million in XRP to Flare Network's ecosystem in a bid to boost returns on its digital asset holdings, according to a June 11th statement. Through this move, Vivo Power intends to leverage Flare's on-chain protocols, including Firelight, to generate sustainable yield from its XRP reserves. The company plans to channel all earned proceeds into its XRP treasury, establishing a compounding growth strategy for its crypto holdings. The $100 million deployment represents the first phase of Vivo Power's broader corporate strategy to utilize blockchain-based solutions for institutional asset management. The partnership also signals a growing appetite among institutional players to explore real-world utility within the XRP and Flare ecosystems. Then, of course, it goes on to give you guys some quotes right there. Guys, if institutions are jumping in $100 million at a time to Bitcoin and XRP and Solana and all of these other cryptocurrencies, it's only a matter of time before these prices essentially become out of reach of retail investors. It's almost like these institutions, whales and so on, have unlimited money, and they essentially do, because just like the government, they borrow and borrow and borrow, and sometimes with no intentions of ever paying back. So think about that. Next time you're considering cryptocurrency, look at what all of the institutions are loading up on and maybe make a decision based on that. Now, one of the things that I am loading up on is Solaxy Token. Guys, Solaxy only has 4 days and 22 hours left in its ICO. From there, they are going to be launching and tradable on the open market. Now, the idea is that the $47.4 million that they raised will grow as it hits the centralized and decentralized exchanges. And let me say this, right? With $47+ million raised, we could be talking about major Tier 1 exchange listings. So do not write that off. This is not an ICO that was able to go out there and raise $1 million. We're talking about $47, almost $48 million raised so far. Now, I have bought into Solaxy, and if you guys are interested in buying in, you're going to click that link in the description, buy with card or buy with crypto, and then you got to connect your wallet. I like to connect via Best Wallet, so if you guys don't have that, you got a link for it down in the description. You guys can connect with any wallet you guys want, though. From there, type in how much you want, and those tokens are yours on launch day. Solaxy is building the world's first Layer 2 blockchain for Solana. Now, Solana is already doing a great job recovering off the recent $100 lows, sitting at about $160 and rising. As Bitcoin continues to break out, as we begin to move from Bitcoin season into altcoin season, as fear turns to greed and eventually extreme greed, these meme coins, these altcoins, they all could soar in value, creating another major bull market run. One where, you're gonna kick yourself again if you sit on the sidelines and watch these gains pass you by. So what I have been doing is I have been loading up on everything that I can. I'm taking a very diverse approach, and I have decided to invest in Solaxy Token. I believe Solana is going to do extremely well, but I believe that Solana could use a layer 2 blockchain, and Solaxy is that answer. These guys already have near 80,000 followers out on their X account. They're doing a phenomenal job of growing every day, and I believe that utility tokens are going to take a major focus in this bull market rally. So if you guys think the same thing, let me know down in the comments below. If you think something different, let me know down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.